Hi. I didn't realize I was not in full screen. Welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you're having an amazing day today. I will be your coffee. I will be your coffee today, Dakone. Hi, Polo. Welcome back. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Oh my gosh, it's so freaking hot. Oh, I still feel really dark right now. I don't know why. I am so well, hard. I'm doing really good. It's good to see you. Hi, Naru. Welcome back. Oh, I just had to do so many things this morning. I'm like in, you know, when you're in like get things done mode. I'm trying to come back down to reality here. I currently have a lip gloss that is propping my graphics card up so that it's working. I've spent the whole morning trying to get my freaking graphics card working, and it's driving me insane. So my graphics card is definitely damaged. I replaced my RAM. I replaced everything. I plugged in all the stuff into the PSI slots. I did all the things. And the only way my graphics card's been preventing my computer from starting. And the only way I can get it to start is if I put weight on it or under it. So I think it's actually broken like in the card, like a physical break. And I think it has other issues because it just heats up, or not heats up, it crashes my PC all the time too. So hi, Drew. How are you? The 10% insecurity one? It sounds like hardware damage. I know, but I had a bra. I had a graphics card bra on it and everything. I thought it was enough. Now I can't put lip gloss on because that's what's propping my card up. So I tried, yeah, I put it in a new slot. It's in the lower PSI slot. And that helped it immediately. Like it booted so well. And then when I went to boot it this morning, I tried booting it 15 times. It didn't go. So, you know, I gotta find a new card. Where the hell do I get new graphics card? 3090 Ti. Oh, I can get these. I just have to pay an arm and a leg. What the heck? It's $2,000? My guys. What? I gotta buy a stream backpack right now. Not a $2,000 card. Shit. The lower PCI slot is different from the top one. I think it has lower speeds. Oh. I don't know. I think it's the same. Because it worked really well. I gamed on it all night last night. I didn't have any tearing. I didn't have any issues. It's $2,000. It just sucks because this is like a new card. Like this is what, the 3080 RTX? Yeah, it's $1,200 card and it's broken. You want to check my motherboard manual? Thanks, Heart. That's so nice of you. Because I am definitely too lazy to do that. I'm like, oh, it's working well enough. Hi, Watch Me Skeet. How's it going? You need to downgrade? Why do you need to downgrade? Hi, Hidden. Welcome back. How are you? Barbara, how are you? I just built one. But it's broken. My computer is broken. It's sad. It depends on your mobile. Some of them have the same speeds. Yeah, well, it was working better yesterday than ever before. And then this morning, yeah, it just wasn't turning on. The only way it turns on if I have this lip gloss propped underneath it that's holding it up. Like, it doesn't even look like it's at a healthy angle, but this is the angle that it starts at. Waiting for your falafel. Okay, I hated falafel for so many years. And like when I was in Greece and Croatia and all these places, Istanbul, and Luke would get falafel, I'm like, I don't want falafel. Fuck falafel. But then I had falafel when I was in Egypt. It was so good. It was so moist. I loved it. There's new changes coming to the Twitch partner program. Like, no, I didn't even read them. I'm kind of out of the loop. Twitch partner changes rumors. Less revenue, but more ads. Wait. try and take money away from Twitch streamers? And they think that we're gonna allow that? What? That makes no sense. That would see streamers receive less revenue from paid subscribers. Why wouldn't they just do like a switch to like Patreon or switch to other ones that have better splits? But more revenue from displaying ads on stream? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is a joke. This is a joke. Twitch is lucky right now that streamers choose to use the functionality of subscriptions on their platform. It would take 2 seconds for streamers to promote you guys going to a paywall website that did 10% take. We can code that so fast, give the same perks for Discord, give the same perks for access, give the same perks for everything. Oh my God, that's so crazy. So they would switch to so currently offers 70% revenue sharing of paid subscriptions with its top partners, but that would drop to 50%. What? So this only affects top partners. I don't want to run ads at all. I don't even run ads on this channel. That's so stupid. They would be offered revenue sharing for ads. Don't we already get revenue sharing for ads? Revenue sharing on ads could potentially lucrative for new source of income, provided a streamer's channel is large enough to entice advertisers. I'm so confused. Yeah, my ads run no matter what. Ads aren't exactly preferred method for Twitch streamers. Wow. That's so surprising. That's so surprising to me. So do they mean, okay, so if the streamer is large enough, wow, it's going to be based on size. If the streamer is large enough to entice advertisers, like right now, if you're large enough, Twitch will bring you deals. Like Twitch will bring me deals like, hey, Kristen, Reese's wants to do this ad with you. Is that what they mean? Or do they mean the ads that run as like pre-roll and during? Yeah, so many streamers don't like running ads. YouTube streaming's about to explode in popularity. Yeah, I think YouTube already, honest to God, I think YouTube is already eclipsing Twitch. The only thing that sucks is YouTube's UI. Like YouTube finding live channels is so stupid on YouTube. Like if they changed the UI, I think it would be much nicer. Barbara, I will come over for you in a second. Okay? YouTube's fine. Barbara, 100%. 1,000,100%. I would do anything for Barbara. Hi, Joseph. How are you? Naru! 26 months. Thank you so much for the sub. I missed your sub. I fucking love you. I'm sorry for missing that. I was just so surprised that Twitch is crazy. I forgot that I work for Jeff Bezos. That's crazy. Tiffany, thank you so much for the 46 months. I love you so much. That's what, baby. How you doing? Oh, look, there's a cat. Hovo, 98 months. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's today. Is today Thursday? It's our 100. Is Roxio here yet? It's our 100-month subscriber party is happening today. And I didn't plan anything. Shit. I might need to change that to another day. Another change to the partner program is they're going to remove inclusivity, however, so streams will be able to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Oh, that's great. I mean, I can do that now because I don't game. My partnership is for, what's it called? Autumn! 100 month subiversary, guys. Roxio has 100 months. Hobo has 98. This shit's crazy. Crazy. Hobo, does Sonia ever stream anymore? Hi, Hermie. Welcome back. Welcome back. So my Twitch partnership, I'm only inclusive for gameplay. And since my computer hasn't been good enough for me to stream gameplay, what's it called? I can restream onto YouTube. And I've actually been thinking about doing that because as much as I love the Twitch audience, I feel like YouTube is much larger and has a much broader audience. So like when I do more of like the spirituality and lifestyle live content, I think that it would do really well on YouTube and maybe do well on Facebook too. I've not really explored that. Okay, but I have a science experiment for us and it's edible. So this is blueberry PT. Do you see how blue it is? Oh, that's so amazing. Wow, look at us. Butterfly effect, Hermie. You hopped on yesterday for Overwatch? Kate, is it just me or is Overwatch 2 the same as Overwatch 1 with one less player on the team? Does anyone want to tell me what the difference is? Like, I'm really surprised that they didn't make a bigger difference because honestly, Overwatch is the dead game. Like, nobody plays Overwatch anymore. So like, why wouldn't they have taken this opportunity to make Overwatch 2 have more things and be better? I'm so confused. Activision Blizzard is just like, okay, Lemon. This is the same exact game so far. Yeah, weird. PvE focus and PvP is just the same. Okay, so it's blue right now. And when you add lemon, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. When you add lemon, do you see the change? See the color there? It turns purple! Let me show you. Gotta get all the lemon in here. I don't know why, but I've never been like good at squeezing lemons. We're playing with pH indicators, but it's called Butterfly P. Just Google Butterfly PT. It's so good for you too. This is really good for your skin. I got another half a lemon. Look at, you already see it's purple? I made a pretty dark tea. I didn't realize how many flowers I added in this one. I'm a witch! Wahaha! Yes. Yes. Burn her! Dude, legit had a fucking past life where I was burned at a stake. No joke. Either past life or very creative imagination. Okay. Just wait. I'm gonna show you guys the effects of this in a second. So I put some raspberry leaf tea because if any women in the chat, if you're about to cycle, like I'm like a week, oh my god, I got stuff all over me. If you're about to cycle, raspberry leaf tea is really good at balancing your hormones. Look at that! It's purple now. Where's my phone? Where the heck did I put my phone? Give me a second. Give me a second! I thought it was on the ground right here. Okay, give me a second. That's a scientific way to find out if she's a witch, yeah. You see that? It's purple now. We made elixirs. I turned it from a mana potion into a magic potion. And so what I put in here, it's butterfly tea with some raspberry leaf. So the butterfly pea is red, and then I add some rose powder too, which is really good for your skin. And then some lemon, which is also just good for you overall. So cheers. I'm a witch, bitch. I think witches wore fun buttons, right? I think. Oh, sorry. slapped you guys. Slapped ya. Ooh, the asterisk elixir. I like that. So yeah, this is really good for your skin. It will make you glow. You see these glowings? You can you can credit the tea. You can credit the tea. And then the raspberry leaf tea is really good for regulating your hormones. So if you find that you are PMSing a lot, or you have like lots of cramps or whatever your period symptoms are, and this goes for men too, if you want to help out your girls in your life by getting them raspberry leaf tea and adding it to this. This is called blueberry PT. I'll show you a photo. So the cool thing about this is some bubble, Yuri, come here. Some bubble tea places offer this blue butterfly pea, I think. Butter, how do I spell? Why can't I? Okay. I almost forgot how to spell butterfly. It's gonna be a good day today. Sorry, can you guys hear my dog? Look at this. So the cool thing that they'll do at boba places is, yeah, they'll do this. So, or it won't, okay, this is actually passion fruit. They'll do this, and then you'll put the lemon juice in, and then you'll pour the blueberry PT on the top, so it'll be like yellow and blue, and then you tip it upside down, and you mix it, and then it turns purple. Wow, butterfly PT benefits. Look at, just like Kirby's drink. Yeah, you already know he's drinking the right stuff. Let's see, benefits. Skin and hair health. Oh, may promote weight loss. Stabilizes blood sugar. Got you guys. Yoon, welcome back to the stream. How are you? Baklava. I love baklava. I can't eat it though, because it has gluten in it. I'm convinced I'm gonna make like a bunch of I'm gonna figure out how to make a bunch of gluten-free desserts. Like, I don't know if anyone in here is Arabic, but I tried basbousa when I was in during Ramadan. Hi Shy Guy, when I was in Egypt, and I fell in love with it. It's so fucking good, and you think it's healthy, but it's just soaked in sugar. But I really want to make it gluten-free, so I got like almond flour and cornmeal and a bunch of different things, and then I'm gonna use maple syrup instead of sugar, and I'm just like convinced that I'm gonna be able to make it really good and better than the Egyptian one I tried. But I think it's just like a pipe dream, because I really miss eating gluten, but it gives me blisters and makes me tired and depressed. So that's sucky. That is sucky. I can't have caffeine, so most teas. Okay, Dervish, I'm not joking. You're in the wrong grocery store if most teas have caffeine. Like, most tea doesn't have caffeine. Like, black tea teas are like, and green tea teas are like a very small part of the tea world. Like, you could have oat straw, you can have linden. Goku Cola is really good. It helps with your memory and improves your brain power. What else? Like, any white tea you can have. You can make tea out of like fruits and things like that. Like, Dervish, bro, there's so many beautiful teas out there just waiting for you to enjoy them. That's awesome that you're quitting caffeine though. I can't have caffeine either. Well, I can have it. I just can't. I just choose not to because it gives me anxiety. I'm back. This is my second week being on my new schedule. If you guys don't know it yet, I stream Monday to Thursday, 12 till 2 Eastern, but I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Oh no, wait. Saturday. If you're a girl watching right now, hello girls. I would love if you join me. I'm going to be doing a what's it called? A women's circle. Women's circle? Yes. We're gonna do ladies' night on Saturday for the new moon. So I was thinking it would be really fun for us to get together on this new moon together and talk about things with each other. I know. These are EU friendly hours. You haven't had caffeine in 10 years? Wow. What have you been doing? Probably feeling pretty great in your body, honestly. Yeah. I learned something. I learned something. So I am someone that is so sensitive to light. Like, I'm okay if I'm outside, outdoors, and things like that. But like artificial light, like big lights in the room, and like when I was on the plane the other day, these LED strips were just like the worst. And I'm so sensitive, like I hate it. And I learned that when you have over-functioning adrenals or misfunctioning adrenal glands, it means that your eyes can't close properly, which is dilate and constrict. What's the opposite of dilate? They can't constrict properly, and so it makes you extra sensitive to light. So if anyone is in here and you're extra sensitive to light, it is worth taking some time and seeing what practices you can do that your adrenals aren't being overstimulated and like your hormone levels and things can start being taken care of. So part of that was quitting coffee for me. I still have matcha once in a while. You were like a Greek philosopher for us from Athena School. So far, you guys have learned how to make an elixir tea for your skin and your bodies. Go out in the day without sunglasses. Oh, will that help? I mean, before it gets bright and then adapt. I mean, I go outside every morning in the sunshine without sunglasses. I even like to look at the sun sometimes, but don't tell my dad. He does not. Hi, Shy Guy. Thank you for the follow. He does not like this practice of mine, looking at the sun. But I look near the sun, and it starts my melatonin cycle. Guys, anyone in here Huberman Lab fans? Anyone in here Huberman Lab fans? Anyone? Because I don't even know who that is. He's pretty great. You know what'd be cool is if I could just if I could stream all the times that I watch podcasts, and then we could just discuss it. Because I spend a lot of hours watching podcasts. I mean, I probably could, but I don't know if that would be entertaining content for you guys. You can't. I guess I could. I guess I could do that. But I watch at 2x speed. I don't think you guys would appreciate that one. Yeah, I guess like, and I'm allowed, like, what is the rule here with like watching YouTube videos? Like, could I just make you guys watch? Make you? Not couldn't make you, but could I just watch all my favorite YouTube videos and stream it? You gotta add your own commentary. Oh well, I got a lot of things to say. I have a lot to say. Well, that's fun. That could be interesting. But can they copy strike me on a live? Like, I get it if I'm like posting it on my YouTube, but if I'm just like live streaming, they're gonna copy strike me? Like, yeah. And then what if I like I link to it? What if I give them the proper credit? I'm like, hey, you guys like this podcast, you'll probably like a bunch of other ones. We could just make a really vibey room and then listen to podcasts together. TDX, welcome! You're one of my OGs. We're doing our party today. Maybe I'll order some kratom kombucha and we'll get frisky. Hi, Hee, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Ever since I quit drinking alcohol, it is fun. Of course, I can still moonwalk. My moonwalks, I think, have gotten better. They've improved. They can get it for you. I get you for it. I'd be careful because the only way to get removed is going down the legal route. Thank you, Minnie. I did my buns different. I learned how to do. I'm 29 years old and I just learned how to do a proper fun bun. What party are we doing? I'm not sure yet. I thought I would have more time to put together the things that were going to make the party a party. However, I didn't realize it was Thursday and I spent all night playing Valorant. Guys, I don't know what's happening. I'm gold 3 and they keep putting me in diamond games and I keep sucking because I'm still warming up and it's just like really painful on my ego. My boyfriend is 35. I keep wanting to say 36. He turns 36 in July. He is 6 years older than me. No, this is not a swingers party. If your name was Daddy, I'd call you Daddy, Adam. I think Kristen has her own specific style. I definitely have honed whatever I am. One of my goals is it's a dance party. Yeah, it's a dance. It's right. Last time was right. I've definitely honed my aesthetic. I asking myself every day, like, who am I and how do I want to show up today? I mean, this is typically the type of music that plays when I'm at parties. Let's see. Oh, I love this Depeche Mode remix. Is that how you say it? It's Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode? What is it? Someone that was born in that era, tell me how to pronounce that. That was not the Sex and the City theme song. No. I used to binge watch Sex and the City so much. It was so great. Depeche Mode. Okay, good. Okay, so guys, this is a positivity stream. So how I look at this is in the morning. I don't really know whose morning. I guess I'm here for the West Coasters. If you're a West Coast and you are drinking your coffee or tea, let's start your day off right. And if you're in the Euros, if you're my Europeans, I'm gonna end your day right. Okay, I'm gonna end your day right. And if you're in Miami time zone, I'm gonna give you a little midday pick-me-up. A little midday pick-me-up. I don't know when I'll be back in the UK. I've had actually plenty of opportunities to go to the UK. And like London's great. And I went and drove around a little bit outside of London. I went to horse races and things like that at Stonehenge. But like, it's great. But there's so many other places that I haven't been that I'm trying to go to. Coca-Cola and eggs for breakfast? Homo, are you serious? Wow, that sounds delicious. I had eggs and liver and onions for breakfast. Coffee and breakfast? What kind of breakfast did you have, Lord? No, Adam. Change your username to Daddy and then I'll call you Daddy, dude. Hi, Crazy Curtis. Good morning. How was your day? What topic do you guys want to talk about? I got so much to say, but I need a path to say it down. Give me a pathway. We are here. Oh, I had a good thing that I wrote. You're on dinner duty, like you're cooking dinner? Any festivals coming up? Oh, Monka, you're so cute. I'm gonna be going to EDC. Looking forward to that. Which, speaking of which, I really need to do some things to make sure that happens. And then Burning Man. And then I'm working on going to Tomorrowland. I guess that will apply to all my Europeans right now. Hi, Kylie. Good morning. How are you? After BTS screwed up traffic? What happened to the traffic? Mel, 32 months together. Thank you so much for the sub. My queen. My queen. When you sent me a screenshot of the resub the other day, I was like, wow, Mel, you're a fucking real one. I haven't even had my computer in 4 months. I fucking love you. Thank you. Yeah, all the fit pictures are coming. I don't even know what I'm gonna wear though. I've actually started working on my Burning Man outfits though. I saw this really cool like pearl wig. I want to build something. Oh yeah, well, see, I don't typically drive to EDC. I fly. That would be really fun, actually. What was I want to show you? What I was? I really want to get. I don't think I'm gonna wear this outfit. Let me show you. Oh fuck! It didn't say my cart. I don't think I'm gonna wear this outfit to EDC, but I'm getting this made for Burning Man. Look at how cute this is. Isn't that so cute? It's all sequins. Add to cart. I know. It's cute. It's so cute. Let me show the other one. We are here. Hope she still has it. Okay. Where is this? Sold out. Sold out. Fudge. Shit. Where is it? Oh no. It's not. No. Hang on. Let me find it. Oh, I don't see it. Come on. Don't do me like this. Oh my god, fuck off. Okay, well, it looked kind of like this. Oh no, it didn't look like this. I'll show you how it looks like, but I'm getting it in black and gold. Look at this. How flippin' cute is that? With the ties. Here's it in another color. Isn't that sick? Hello? Thank you, Lord. Thank you. The back is so good. I know, it's like this fair, like even like the bottom of this looks like mermaid tails or like little fairy things, and then the little fairy butt. I'm gonna wear ears with it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like elf themed this year. Does that make sense? Like all my outfits I want to wear with elf ears. Yeah, this stuff is just so cute. Oh, I love this black one. I guess I could pull this up on my computer and then you guys could actually see it. How fun. She makes these all herself. I love it. 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 So, are you doing any events? We can finally meet. I'm now over 21. Well, I don't think I ever did. I did like one crack and rum event at TwitchCon in the beer garden that was over 21. Actually, I think anyone could actually come to that. But you're not gonna go to EDC, but I'll be in town. That's cool, Hobo. Well, if I have energy to do things outside of EDC, I'll call you. Yeah, I did a crack and rum sponsorship. That was actually really fun. That was one of my favorite meetups, actually. It was really fun. And right before the meetup, let me see if I can find the photo. Right before the meetup, my pants ripped. Right before the meetup, my TwitchCon. I wonder, how do I search my photos? Oh my god, I'll show you the photo. My pants ripped at Mac Kitty Plays. These pants. They were so hot and I loved them, but like literally, I had one meetup when I was at the Mac booth. I wonder if there's a photo that's of me looking. Wait, this is a different day. Yeah, so these pants, I sat down. I sat down and the butt ripped in the middle of the convention center, like straight up the butt. It was like this. It was like a whole little butt cleavage window. And then let me see if there's any cracking photos. And so I was so lucky that Luke ran like a wild person. I'm trying to find this photo. Luke ran like a wild person and got me these other pair of pants. But and thankfully I had like my shawl. Actually, I think it broke when I was taking this photo. I I think it ripped when I was taking this picture. Okay, the black boots. Where are those boots? Oh, I think they were in my storage container. Rip in pieces. I'm so good, GPS. How are you? How are you? Hey, Fierce. I haven't streamed full time in 3 years. I went on a walkabout. I got really bored of Twitch and streaming and just doing the same thing every day. So, you know how in Native American cultures, they go and then they roam the forest and they find their spirit animal and they go through all these trials and tribulations and then they come back and then they share what they've learned and how they've grown with their community. That's what I did. Hi, Kitty. How are you? I did all the traveling. I did all the nature hiking. I did a lot of tree hugging. Okay. I did a lot of psychedelics. I did a lot of things. Met a lot of people. I had a lot of experiences. The one thing I didn't get to do, which I almost got to do because my friend was setting it up for me, was when I was in Mexico City, we were going to go drive into the desert and there's these people that guard the peyote, this tribe, and we were going to do peyote with them, and that never happened. So maybe that'll happen another time, but that's one thing I like that I'm relating this to a walkabout, and then that's the one thing I actually didn't do, sadly. Hi, Kitty. Kitty Rose, I like your username. Kitty Rose and Kitty Plays. We can be kitty friends together. Just a couple of kitties. So now, GPS, I have so much to tell you guys about that I don't even know where to start. You know what I should do in the morning, actually, that I think would be really helpful is if I took my journal time and I have thought of, okay, what topic do I want to discuss with my community today? What is it? Let's see. Maybe on my Notion I'll have an idea for you guys, because I do a lot of talking now, and I want to talk and do more beyond just sitting here and responding to people. Okay, wait. I changed my Notion. Notes is empty. Oh. Let's see. No. Didn't I used to play WoW? Yeah. I used to play a lot of WoW. I love WoW. I had so many days played on WoW, or weeks or whatever, years. I've played World of Warcraft since I was 12. You were around when I was playing CSGO? Oh my god, Fierce, you weren't even here when I was playing Fortnite, my guy. Okay, so of course, you were here in the super OG days. Now I'm going through a bit of a, what do we call it? I need to find my place. Where do I fit? Okay, and maybe this is a good topic for everyone watching this right now, okay? Because I'm a firm believer that we all have a place where we can serve the best, and we have skills that allow us to do that, that are unique to each of us, that we can hone over time and grow and develop, and then through doing that, find success. Okay, whatever that success is. This is from IKEA, dude. I will answer that instead of a command. IKEA, and it is very comfortable. I like it a lot. It's great. Was when I first came through. Oh my gosh, I know. So I have like two distinct audiences. I've got my CSGO audience when I had like the wave of success with CSGO, and then I have my Fortnite audience for when I had the wave of success with Fortnite, and then now when I have my next wave of success. I'm working on it. Hi, Dibs. How are you? Hi, Q. I'm trying to figure out what that is. So one of the things that I've been really working on. Hi, Grace. How are you? Oh, you were in the South Park game audience. I know, I never finished that game. Zaniel, Will. Thank you for the follow. So I'm having to do a bit of a, how would I call this? An inventory. Okay. And maybe we can kind of do inventories on ourselves right now a little bit. Hi, Shat. Thank you for the 7 years and 11 months. I met a girl, her name's Shud, and in Egypt, and I asked her what her name meant, and I think it's SHAHDH, or maybe there's one of those H's isn't there, and it means, oh, my computer is over fanning. I'm not doing anything special. My graphics card just likes to get excited. What was I gonna say? Follow age. There's just a cooldown on it. Shad. Yeah. So her name, let me look it up. Actually, no, I don't need to look it up. Something like that. But it means it's like the richest part of the honey. It's like the like the stuff like the queen has. It's like the best part of the honeycomb in a hive. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's so awesome. Hi, Shot. I did Counter-Strike. So 7 years and 11 months ago, I would have been doing my first Catwoman cosplay and beginning my probably Nurse Akali cosplays. I would have been cosplaying and streaming and playing Counter-Strike and maybe a little bit of Outlast. That's how you found me then. Hi, Dervish. Thanks for the 7 years, 6 months. Getting closer. I actually did play a little bit of League. I played it with my subscribers on Sundays. That's super impressive. You remember that? Oh my god, you guys have no idea. This brain I have is it is simultaneously the best, fastest processing supercomputer, awesome photographic memory vehicle, and simultaneously my worst enemy because it is too quick for its own good. But here we are. But what I wanted to say was I'm in a point in my life where I'm having to do an inventory. Okay, so I'm having to do an inventory. Let's start with one thing where it's like, what do I desire to do? Okay, like the things that I desire to do. You are the biggest squeaker. Oh, Solly, I love my squeakers. It was so funny, like Ahmed in that video for Fortnite where he was talking about his dad. He was like a squeaker, and then I played with him like recently, or I guess a few months ago, and his voice had dropped. And I was like, is this Ahmed? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't really play games very much anymore, Kristen. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? That's so crazy. But I'm also really happy. What do I truly desire? Oh, okay, there's two things. Like, I didn't even know it was him because he changed his name too. Okay, what do I truly desire? Okay, there's two things. I'll say the external thing that brings me the most amount of joy is like the thing that I can do that creates joy is just positively impacting people in any possible way I can. And what I've learned is that mostly has to come through example. Okay, so as much as I sit here and I preach about doing an inventory and changing your life and living your best life and being your best cheerleader and your own role model and la 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 la, and trying to love you and trying to kiss you through the screen, through the phone, it's like that brings me the most joy is when people come back to my channel and they're like, Kristen, this one time you said this one thing, and because you said that one thing, it caused me to do this, and because I did this happened, and then because of that, now, you know, I'm a multi-billionaire and I have this awesome family with all these kids, and you know, whatever it is. But I'm not a pro gamer, but I play better than most pros. Okay, my reaction time has gotten slow, but my game awareness is going up. Okay, I think there's some sort of cross that happens when your reaction time goes down, but my ability to get a team to work together and execute on things has increased. So I truly desire leaving a positive, loving impact on this planet. And like if one of you guys goes away from this stream and treats yourself a little bit better, or treats other people a little bit better after watching me, or drinks a little bit more water, or maybe like, I don't know, does one more minute of meditating, like I glow. I can feel it. I love it. The second thing that brings me the most amount of joy is experiencing things. So I love, oh my God, like I think this is better than having orgasms, is when I get to go and do new things and like feel uncomfortable and be so inundated with new information. And I think this is part of like, because of the way my brain works, is like, I love being in a new city where my brain doesn't know all the roads and it isn't making the most effective path places and it isn't preemptively planning things and doing all these things and making all these judgments. Like I'm so inundated with new information and new people and new situations that I can just feel like I can be myself and be curious and be exploring. Because if I don't have that level of stimulus, like my brain is just like, I don't know, like it's just harder for me to feel like I'm like in the moment and experiencing things. So I love experiencing new things. I love, bye Furious, thanks for stopping by. I love meeting new people. I love going to new cities. I love trying new things, studying new things. Okay, Dervish, have an awesome fucking day at work. Have an awesome day at work. You probably love what you do, but when I have to do things that I don't love to do, what I tell myself is like, instead of like, oh, I have to do this today, I have to go to work, I'll be like, oh, I am so lucky that I get to go to work. Oh my God, I get to go to work today. I get to go to work today. Whoa, woo, my legs work. I can fucking walk to work today. I get to go to work. I get to drive my car. Oh my God, I have a car that I can drive to work. This is the best. Woo, woo. And it like totally changes my day. So I don't know if that helps you today, because you're probably in love with your job and love what you do. But when I notice that, I'm like, oh, I have to. I'm like, bitch, you don't have to do anything. Okay, you get to do these things. You're so lucky. You're so lucky that you're healthy enough to do these jobs and make money for yourself and your family. Everyone was complaining in a meeting today about having to go into the office instead of work from home. And I was like, bro, I got to see people and make friends. I mean, working from home is the wave, though. Here's the thing. I think people should all be able to work from home, and then let's create programs for people to make friends. Like, why aren't there more events and places to go that aren't clubbing and don't include alcohol for us to make deep fucking community connections with people? Let people work from home, and then let's build an economy around bringing people together. They already do this with clubs and parties and festivals, but I want something that's an in-between. Yeah, Hardcare, they have Bumble BFF, but like I want to go beyond an app, right? Like, let's go beyond an app. Exactly. So I think one of the biggest problems that we're facing right now is when you're in your 20s and 30s, and I'm sure this affects people in their 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and 100s and 120 and 180. Okay, these people are affected too, I'm sure. But it's like, if you don't have people to meet, or if you don't have school and you're not meeting people through work, and even then, okay, when you're meeting people through work and school, it's such a small fucking section of the people. It's like, we're similar age groups, we're into similar things, we're into the similar Like, I want to have a friend that's like 69, you know, and she's like never been married and has 10 cats, and we talk about philosophy and go on boats together. You know, like I want to be exposed to people that are so far out of my typical like group. Like, I want to just be like thrown in with like a bunch of people for a bunch of different ages, and one of them is like a 5-year-old, and like they're actually the leader of the group. I don't know. So anyways, I think hasta la vista, baby. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So I really think that this is a problem, a challenge, and we're here to solve challenges. So one of the things that I wanted to do, and I think we can still talk about this on the stream, whether or not it's today or another time, but we discussed like what you need to do at an event to break the ice, make people feel comfortable and safe, entice people to come, make it interesting, make it fun, and create a place for all different ages of people, if that's the goal, to get together, to move together, to do something together in a way that's like engaging, fun. Maybe you got a little competition mixed in, have fun, and get connected with other people that are outside of work and school. What about if there's a bowling alley once a month? It was free for individual people to go make friends. Like you can't go as a group. Grace, that's such a fucking cute idea. I love that. That could happen anywhere. That could happen like at a rock climbing gym. Like anything, any place that's like an event, a skating rink. That's so cute. I love that. But it's free. Well, like, yeah. And then people would still buy drinks and food, which would pay for the event. That's great. Welcome back, Star. Our day's been going great. I find it hilarious that you're a Leo man and you've got Star in your name. And then we listened to that video yesterday. It was a little funny. In Vegas, they have an esports arena. Yeah, I signed up for it and got second in your last stage. I beat a mom who hasn't played before. Good job. Crowning achievement. Put that one on your wall. That's so good. My day's been great, Hermie. I had to fiddle with my computer a lot, but it's a beautiful sunny day in Miami. Like I am in dopamine overload. There's so many trees and birds and bees. So those are the things that I desire, okay? If you're still listening to this thread. But now I'm having to do an inventory on myself, and you guys can do this too. And I do this every so often, and I think it's really important that we do, because when we do an inventory on ourselves, we get really clear about what our skills are, what our interest for learning is, and where we're willing to put attention and energy in to either honing the skills that we're already good at into great, or into incorporating new skills. Pyro, no, I did all the changes that we said, and I think it's actually, my graphics card is broken. I think it was just too heavy. It even had a bra on it. The only way I can get it started is if I push on it in a certain way. So I think it's an actual physical hardware problem. If I push on it at a 10-degree angle and apply 5 pounds of force, that's a lot. 2 pounds of force, it starts. It starts. Have fun, Voltix. Are there crackheads in Miami? There's crackheads everywhere, man. Hi, Haifu. You're so introverted. I hold parties to meet people without leaving the house. Hi, Juhiz. Here's my thing on introversion and extroversion. You want to hear it? Because I used to be very introverted. Very introverted. And I still think I am introverted according to the definition of introversion. When I go out, and thank you, Sheezy. When I go out and I hang out with friends, I need like 3 days not leaving my bed to feel like I'm a normal human being again. I get so fucking drained, okay? Maybe not my friends, like maybe like a big event and things like that. And that's with getting good sleep and eating enough. Like that could have been like for a lunch. Hi, Hafez. Okay. But I also have some times where I'm with people and I feel energized and excited and I have more energy. And what I've learned is over the course of time, as I have improved my ability to feel comfortable in any situation, I've surrounded myself with people that I feel safe and supported by in my life. My introversion has gone down. Hella. So much so that the way that I understand introversion and extroversion is if you are able to be completely yourself, vulnerable, open, and free, and either not give a shit about what people think about you or be with people that accept and love you for exactly who you are, you're going to feel like an extrovert. You're going to gain energy from those interactions, and you're not going to get burnt out and tired for the days after that. But if you're in a place where you're not accepting of yourself, you don't know who you are, you're wearing a mask, you're having to act as someone who you're not, and you care too much about the people around, what people around you think of you, you're going to leave all of your human interactions feeling drained, exhausted, nervous, uncomfortable, etc. And so introversion and extroversion is more of like a product of your security with self showing up as your authenticity. So security with self, authenticity, and then the people around you. And so you can get to a point through practice, willpower, and mind control that you know who you are, you're acting as who you are, and you don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks about you. That, my friends, that is the key, because we can't always control who we're around and what we're doing. We can't always eliminate every toxic relationship or friend or community. And so if you can get to a place where you accept yourself fully, you know who you are, you're behaving as so, and I'm like, oh, you don't like this? you don't like this? You don't like all of this? I don't care. I don't care. Good for you. That's interesting. Doesn't affect me. I'm still gonna have a fucking great time. If you can get to that place, like, that should be, in my opinion, like the path that as many people as possible is taking, is finding out how to accept and validate yourself and to be yourself in all situations and not care. But one of the paths there is going to be finding groups of people who are aware enough to understand and accept everyone exactly as who they are, right? So like if you can find this piece of hair, oh my God, if you can find people, and there are people like that, who, if you have a messy house, if you're messed up, if you don't look good in your outfit, if you don't drive a nice car, if you didn't make a ton of money, if you're not if you're being a little bit low energy that day, they're not going to give you shit. Okay, like they'll just accept and love you for who you are. You can find those people. They do exist. And it does start by learning to be one of those people yourselves. So not judging people for the car they drive, not judging people for what they wear, not judging people for how much money they have or what they can get you, and just like holding the person and saying, I fucking love you exactly the way you are. No matter what, I'm going to love you and appreciate you and accept you for who you are, and I'm going to be here for you. Okay, all I'm asking is that you just show up as yourself every day, as deeply embodied as you possibly can. That's great. Here we go. I'm obsessed with you, Grace. I'm obsessed with you. Strat Rat, that is so unoriginal, okay? And it's also small-minded. The fact that people think that you can only play games, you can only play video games, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But right now, I'm playing with my words. Right now, I'm playing with my expression. Right now, I'm playing with my hair. Right now, I'm playing with life, okay? Right now, I'm playing in fucking every single thing I do. And the more ways that I can bring play out of video games and into my life and in everything I do, the more I feel like I'm winning. Playing with colors, yes. Pow, 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 playing with plants. Playing with music. Playing. Yo! And Strat, it's funny that you say that though, because I did used to have a games in my name. It used to be Kitty Plays Games. And then when I stopped playing games on all my streams, I am Kitty Plays. Yeah, they do helicopters for EDC. You want to get one together? It's cheaper if we do it together rather than just Luke and I getting one. You want to get one? Let me know. I saw you on the front page. Just wanted to say you have an amazing eyes. You could see my eyes on the front page. Thank you. Thank you. I have this brown. You probably didn't notice this. Or maybe you did. That's why you came. But this is a brown spot. Did you not? Wasty, I just did the whole rant on the plays thing. Just did the whole rant. I just go back about 2 minutes in the clip. I just did the whole rant on all the ways that I play. My favorite people in the whole world, are old people who act like kids. Okay? And my second favorite people in the whole world is anyone else that over the course of their life learn, okay, how to be children again. And I don't mean how to be a child, okay? Like, mama, I need my needs met, man. No, learn how to play and explore and be silly and be curious and be fun and be loving. Those are my favorite people. I want to collect all of them in this fucking world. Like, come to me, be with me. You are now mine. So like I believe we go through this path, right? And so you start out and you're like, I'm a kid. This is great. I'm so playful. Woo! And then you're like, oh, I want to be like an adult. I want to be independent. I want all these things. And adults are like, oh, well, to be an adult, you got to be fucking serious and you got to follow the rules and you got to have all these beliefs that you stick to forever and they're unchanging and we're so serious. Blah, blah, blah. And then you come back out of your seriousness, or maybe it's more like let's call the play is actually the high thing. Okay. You go down into the serious valley. Oh, bills, boo. Oh, life, boo. Oh, politics, boo. and then you're like, wait, I don't have to be like this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait, I can play more? Oh, cool. Wait, okay. Oh, I can be more creative? Oh, fun. Okay, yeah, I can be more playful and everything too? Great. And then you're like, oh, I can be silly? Great. And then you're out on the other side. And the earlier that people can get to that playful quality before we're in our 80s or our 90s, the better, okay? I am setting my goal to get serious about playing now. I just turned 30 and the more playful I can be, the more creative I can be, the better. Like I was writing in my journal today, I was just talking, I was like I just want to live in this moment with like no labels and no judgment and just be an observer of this existence with just absolute appreciation and admiration for the creation. Wow. Okay. I'm currently live streaming to 264 people around the world right now. I'm able to sit in front of a piece of technology and talk into this black thing and reach 264 people who I get to potentially create a lasting, loving impact on. How fucking cool is that? How fucking cool is that? I was so lucky. That was the first thing you ever said? Oh, Mom, we go way back. Thank you. Hi, Thomas. Welcome. Play is awesome since there's no goal. Exactly. So, like, what can you get curious about today? We are so blessed, Smooth. And everyone in the chat now, like, you guys are just like, if you're feeling down, just like start looking for things you can appreciate. Like, oh my God, you guys have the internet. That's so fucking cool. Like, you think we're gonna be known for all of our industrial steel and like wars in this era? No, the future is gonna remember the advent of the fucking internet. And that's the coolest thing ever. The internet lets incredible people like Shapurky. Yeah. Hey, Shapurka, you feeling pretty perky today? You got that, you perky? Shapurka, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. I hope I get to hug you sometime. You feeling perky? Oh, made me blush. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the channel. I'm on a bit of a love rant right now. Hi, Bright. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Zedekia. Hi, Andy. Hi, Shine. Hi, Warded. What's up, Neil? Hi, welcome. Shabrika, welcome to the channel. Grace, thank you for gifting her a sub. I appreciate that. What was I gonna say? Hi, Georgie. We were just talking about how important it is to stay curious and to stay playful in life, and how my favorite people are ones that have remembered that we don't have to play this role of adult and be super serious all the time. Like, the faster that we can remind ourselves that we can be playful and childlike and curious, the better. So welcome. We were just talking about that and how I take that very seriously, and how grateful I am for the internet and to be able to sit here right now at my computer for you guys and be able to reach people literally around the world. See, these are the good questions. What's being an adult? I don't know. I only know play and having fun. Like, can we have fun when we're paying our bills? Can we have fun when we're driving to work? Like, can we have fun with our coworkers and in life and in love? Like, where is everyone from right now? Okay, like, one of the coolest things to me, and this has always impacted me, so I'm in Miami, Florida right now. This has always impacted me so much, is like, literally there's people like from all over, and we're all here together. Like, I get chills. My whole body just got chills. England, Denmark, Belgium, Uruguay, Illinois, UK, London, Vermont, Dallas, Kentucky, Bulgaria, Sweden, Skull, Baltic, wow, Nebraska, Canada. We're in Canada. Smooth. Pennsylvania, Egypt. Sonic, I was living in Egypt for 2 months. I loved it. Hi, Peaches from Scotland. I don't think that was a good accent, sorry. Wales, Oregon, Germany, Iceland. Oh my God, I'm Icelandic. That's cool. Hi, Denmark, Ireland, Saudi. Look at this. Look at this. Space. Solly, if you were in space right now, I would be so jealous. So jealous. So, like, it is so cool that the internet allows me instant connection to you guys, to spread love, to deepen our connection. Oh, in Toronto, amazing. In Barrie, I had a friend that was born there. And I just feel so lucky, and I feel so privileged to be born into an era where we get to do Daddy Bezos' spaceship. Elon left me here after I stole his wallet. What about Richard Branson, guys? There's a third billionaire in the space race. France, bonjour, ça va? My bonjour sounded really funny. My French needs some work, but the Norwegians, oh, I love my Norwegians. But what I'm trying to say, yeah, Richard's the virgin guy. It's just like, what an absolute pleasure it is to have the tools and the technology we do, and to be able to connect with people around the world that are all having like similar life experiences. Like, the more I travel, the more I realize how huge this planet is and how complex people are, but at the same time, how we're all the same. Like, I just spent 2 months in Egypt waiting for Elon to Amazon. Can Elon Musk buy Amazon? Bezos knows how to play. Why else would he go to space when everyone else is money in a rocket shaped like a pen 15? Yeah. I mean, I think we need a nice combination of like simultaneously growing and expanding, but then like bringing the bottom up with us, you know? So like, as we're solving for everyone to receive education and access to clean water and shelters, we can keep going out and leaving the planet too. So I think that's how it has to happen. One of the things that I really liked is there's this whole shift in economic perspective where, yeah, Chris, I have partial heterochromia. One of the things that I really liked in economics is this shift from doing, what's it called? Shift from focusing so much on GDP. Like, for so many years, we've just been like, more GDP is better. more production, more consumption, da 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 da, up and out, right? But there's a new thing, and it's called donut economics, where countries are judged not only on the expanding outer ring, which is related to GDP, but also the ring in the center. So if your ring in the center, which is assigned to the lowest, let's say the person with the least amount of money and access to things, okay? And if they get stuck here while you are out here, and we're looking at that disparity in your country, that's what you're judged on. So the simultaneous growth of the outer ring while the widening of the center has to happen. So we need to bring, it's great to be increasing in development, but while girth of your donut, while increasing the center. Yeah, and I think happiness is really important too. But I just think it's like, I mean, hopefully this is going to change soon, but like living in a time where there's so many people that want to do good, but we just like don't know how or where. There's not a lot of places to put effort in that we feel like is having a big impact. And we're paying taxes to countries that I don't think a lot of us agree with what they're doing with the money. So it's just like a big corporation that we have to pay that isn't doing anything that we want. And that amount keeps going up. It's so crazy. You know so many random but interesting things. I love it. You're welcome, Star. That's on ADHD. I get hyper focused and interested on random things a lot. And then I love learning about them, and I learn them quick. And I love sharing them. And I think that's part of my purpose in life, actually, is sharing the things that I learn. Oh, that's cool. Smooth. Should we send one of our viewers to space? We'll raise 100K and then we'll roll for someone in here to go. That would be cool. Paul, thank you so much for the 51 months. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope everything is going really well for you. You want to get yeeted to space, Chris? Okay. In Germany, donuts are called Berliners and have no hole. I've had one before, Mom. It was delicious. I volunteer as tribute. Perfect, Star. So, part of my path right now in figuring out, well, I don't want to say figuring out, into becoming, into landing in my next path in life. That goal for me is I have to do an inventory, okay, on the things that I'm good at and the things that I'm great at and the things that I want to learn and the things that are going to be worth it for me to learn. And one of the things that's been really coming up for me is like, I need to be using my voice. And like part of my skill is my speaking and my conveying of information in an exciting, fun way that gets people engaged and interested in things. And then I also have a lot of ideas about a lot of different things. So I think that there's going to be in my future a podcast where we talk about the positive things in life, but then we also talk about a lot of the ideas that I have and a lot of ideas that other people have too, and how we can take our ideas for solving different problems on the earth and poking holes in it as a community, but also simultaneously growing it and potentially developing it. And one of the things I think would be really cool is to do this all through a DAO, so that if you are part of the DAO, you have ownership in all the ideas that we produce. Hi, Dis is Pink. Yeah, so like, what is the new of the talk shows, right? Yeah, right, JC? So like my main goal right now is to attract like hyper creative people. I think I need some skeptics and some cynics, you know, optimistic, motivated people. I need people that really love to do maintenance on things, etc. And so we just need to create the beginnings of a kind of like super team where whether or not we actually do the ideas or not, we start building a unique skill set of people that can discuss different ideas and then can grow and expand them and start working on them. And we start building whether we're incubating these ideas or not, or maybe we're actually selling the idea or consulting for other people and their ideas because we have this unique skill set. And so how I would want to start that is like having a combined podcast where we come on and we discuss different things. Having the DAO where we can talk more in depth, whether that's through Discord. I already have an idea of like, it's like Discord, but it's different from Discord, and it's how I would like orient the organizational structure of large enterprise DAOs. It's the topic for the podcast. Yeah, we do need someone to listen and nod. Nodding is important too, because I need simultaneous faces like, okay. I need my skeptics, I need my nodders, and I need my cheerers. Okay? So we can get oh, Grace is gonna do the finances. Amazing. Amazing. So you can use everything you learned from your business class. Well, like my goal with this is like really honing in and understanding the unique skills of everybody, okay? Like in my optimistic perception of this world, I believe that we all have this kind of unique path and this unique skill that we're meant to kind of fall into, or sorry, land in, that we're meant to land in, that literally just absolutely brings us the most joy and the most pleasure that we can focus on and work on, you know? So there's like different archetypes. There's like people who are very good with numbers and finances and finding things within that. And then there's people who are very good at creating new ideas and taking in lots of information and then understanding the things and the connections and what can be built out of that. And then we have people who are really, really great at maintenance of the idea or of growing teams or of building or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, God-given abilities, God-given assets. Yeah, so we all have these unique things. And so if we are able to, and maybe one of the ideas is building a program that identifies these skills in different people or in children, and then allows them and creates a path for them to follow their genius and their joy and land in that space for them too. So that could be one of the ideas. And like, what kind of questions are we asking? What kind of things are we exposing them to? What kind of, I'm listening and nodding. What kind of things that can we do to engage a person for them to begin to understand where their affinities lie and then how to develop that and then what paths to do that on. Yeah, exactly. So I think that this alone is a really interesting and compelling idea. And I think that this could go above just being like a corporate level, but into like a government purpose where instead of us having the school system the way it is now, or I see DAOs eclipsing government. So maybe I'll just use that as an example. But if we have children and we're in the DAO and we would love for our children to be able to have the opportunity to have different roles in the DAO. And a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. So it's like we all own a piece and we have voting power and we develop things and we receive prosperity through this. So if we wanted our children to be able to be in their genius and to be in their joy, and we had our own set of like, okay, this is what they're going to be exposed to. They're going to go in this different internships or these different roles. And then they're going to be able to find and cultivate this. And then once they're in this path, then within our DAO, they can start interning over here or follow this or joining these meetings. And then it's all on the blockchain. So they all get receive credit for all the things that they're doing. And so they're building, instead of a resume, they're building this portfolio of the experience they have by being in their genius and being part of the different businesses that are operated within the DAO. I don't think kids necessarily know. And the thing that sucks with that is most kids aren't exposed to all the things. Like I was so lucky that like my dad brought me in with his friends that I could go and watch like Bob, who is a lawyer. And then I could go and watch Jeff, who is an emergency doc. And then I could go watch so-and-so who is in business. And like my dad introduced me and I got to shadow a lot of different people. Like I went and shadowed my vet for a day and I went and shadowed different doctors and everyone. And so I was able to come out and be like, okay, now that I've been exposed to so many different things, I don't want to do any of it. I was like, oh, great. Thanks, Dad. You've exposed me to the top careers of everyone in industry. And they're all depressed. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that. I'm instead going to figure out how to play video games and make a career out of that. So, but yeah, I think it's important to be exposed to lots of different things. And I don't think that all children have been equally exposed to different roles. And so I think that's part of the program would be letting young children, or actually anyone of any age, go and see different ways of living and different occupations so that they can ask questions and then make decisions for themselves. Otherwise, if they're only exposed to their mom who works in HR and their dad who is a contractor, you know, and then maybe their aunt and uncle does different things, then they're never going to have the same degree of understanding that they have access to more choices even. And I think a lot of kids are actually taught that. Hi, thank you so much for that sub. Welcome to my team. I'm gonna moonwalk for you. You're new here and you're not gonna know what's about to happen, but I used to moonwalk for subs and I haven't gotten up in a while, so I'm gonna moonwalk for you. No. Yay. How are you? I was exposed to tacos and it changed your life forever. Exactly. These things are important. And so it's like, how do we create programs or content where we can accurately show a lot of different avenues? But here's the other thing to that, like the next degree. I'm sorry, I'm getting like very excited and very technical about this because I love these ideas so much. But I want to raise children that are going to tell me the jobs and the roles that are missing in society in order for us to function and flow better. I don't actually want them to tell me what out of 1 in 100 what they think that they would like to do. I want them to hone what they're interested and excited in, and then see if there's a role that fits them, that they create themselves, that doesn't exist yet. Hi, Magnus! Was that during Counter-Strike days? Welcome back. I took a break from streaming. I'm glad you're in here to say hi. We've changed a lot. Okay, we've changed it a lot. And if you're not ready for the amount I've changed, it's okay. I understand. But yeah. So if you guys are watching and listening to this and you're interested in any of this, join my Discord, because I think I'm going to be expanding and growing my Discord into being the early seed of this idea and beginning to get people together. So if you consider yourself intelligent or cynical, well-read, educated, or like ready to like work on tasks and do things and engage. I'm intellectual. How do I spell that? Nope, I'm dumb. Well, listen, I think dumb people are important too, okay? But like my question that I've been asking myself, what music is playing right now? Mystery of Love. I can send the link, but I can send you the whole playlist if you want. This is one of my favorite playlists. Here. Second link is the playlist. So yeah, join my Discord. Kitty Team is gonna get turned into, well, I mean, it's Kitty Team right now, it's great. But I really want to start and create a podcast where I discuss the ideas I have, and then I have people on that discuss their ideas, and we go in depth on it. And then we allow for a discussion from the greater community to poke holes in it and develop it, and then go from there. Yeah. You're working 70 hours a week? Down. What's your dream? I remember those days when we would stream like 14 hours a day. Is that even 70 hours? What is that? 14. Oh yeah, that is 14 times 7, 98 hours. Poking holes. What does that mean? That means when you go across an idea and you poke at it and you ask questions and then you notice that, okay, strong, weak, and your finger goes through and a hole gets poked, and then you're like, oh, that's soft, or that is too weak. We need to, like, this is either like this whole idea has too many holes in it, it's a shit idea, move on, or no, this is a strong idea. So we need people that are gonna like apply pressure in the right way so that the ideas go through testing, I guess. Chocolate, thank you so much for the 15 months. How are you? And your products could fill the hole. Gotta pour some concrete in that hole. Yeah, see, there's lots of different things that you can, different roles. Maybe you're a good hole poker. Maybe you're a good concrete filler. Maybe you like chocolate milk. Yeah, so like in Berlin, there's no hole. I mean, in Germany, there's no hole in the donuts. So funny. So yeah, that's been the question on my mind. So when you take an inventory of the things that you're good at and you've identified, oh, okay, I'm good at conveying information, I'm good at speaking, I'm good at being in front of a camera, I'm good at technology, I'm good at brand building, I'm good at building a community, I'm good at da 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 da, and you write all these things down that you're good at. And then you see which of those things and the way that they interconnect and combine with the things that you love to do or that you're interested in learning. And then you hone those skills and you create a role for yourself. And that's how I got into live streaming. It's like I was good at X amount of things and interested in Y amount of things. And live streaming was really compelling to me to begin creating a business around it. So now I'm beginning to do the same method again. And I think it's going to have to be a podcast. Podcast and idea incubator. Because I've been having this thought a lot. I don't know if anyone can relate, but I feel like we're going to be not replaced, but we're going to be affected so much by AI that we can't even comprehend it. Like the amount of things that AI is going to replace, it's going to be great. Less people will have to work. However, I love being of service to this planet and I want to work. And if AI is going to replace, 80% of what humans currently do, we need to identify what the 20% is that AI can literally not do. And one of the things, hi, please builds. Thank you. I appreciate you. I like your username a lot. One of the things that I've landed on is actually one of my best skills. Ironic. And I'm so sweaty right now. I get so excited talking to you guys. Okay, I might pass out. I shouldn't do that. Okay. One of the things that AIs are incapable of doing is generating new things. So far. Okay, this could change. But right now, we need to hone the skill of taking in information from unrelated, interesting topics, seeing the relation, and then developing and creating ideas or art or new things that are pulling this from that from that. You're pulling the threads from different spaces in order to weave a brand new idea. Currently, AI is incapable of doing that. So I was thinking to myself the other day, 2 days ago to be exact, okay, Kristen, how do I hone this skill? And I think that there could be like a fun game that gets created, and this might already exist, but like it could be a video game too, where you expose the person to a bunch of different information, different articles, different stories, and maybe this could be a good educational thing too for kids. You expose people to a bunch of different things, and then your job is to understand enough different things and then to list out all the different ideas that come through the knowing of the different information. So whether it's like a sentence or a story or the way they relate or the way they could relate or a problem it creates or a solution it creates. And so it's like pulling together the information from different things and then creating a new way of looking at it that makes sense still, because AI is capable of putting together a lot of different information, but not in a way that makes sense. Yeah. So I think it would be like the opposite of a mind map, maybe. So it'd be like, if you could take a mind map, if you could take a mind map that was 10 levels out and erase the inside, and then you asked people to try and get to the inside and to the single idea. And it would have to be a mind bubble because things might relate across rather than a flat 2D. It'd have to be 3D. Does that make sense? So you're honing, there's a muscle. It's not a muscle, but there's a neural connection. There's an aspect of your brain. I know it because I can sense it that we have. And so it's like, how do you develop that in order to continue to be of service when AI dominates our workforce? Anyone have any ideas? It's not really like, I was thinking of a chart making that is 3-dimensional, made out of ideas, and then it's connected through. No, I want to serve this earth while the AI serves me, please. Okay. I will not serve AI. But the AI will most definitely serve me. I cannot wait to have a robot. No, here's the thing. We are creating AI, okay? The God that created us, if there's a God, we can't create. I don't believe that we can create God, personally. I think we can create our projected version of God. Like if we look at how perfectly technological we are, like our degree of advancement as a being, like we could not recreate this because we don't have, like, in order to create this, we would need to be larger and greater than life. So I believe that like we'll be able to create AI and they'll be able to do really fucking amazing things. But it's always a step down. So it's like whatever created us, I bet you there's a step up from that too. And it's probably an infinite loop. I bet you the bottom of this stairwell somehow creates this. We can create life. Is that not the same as God? I mean, we can create life to the complex. Like, I don't think we'll ever be able to create life more complex than us. We'll just keep on evolving with our technologies like we've done from the start. You could argue that technology is a fundamental part of what makes us human. Exactly. People are like so worried that we're like this pest on the planet, but like, guys, we are of this earth. We are of this planet. Like, this planet has consciousness. And we are all of her. Even our technology is of her. It will have sentience and consciousness. We'll need to make protections so people don't abuse it. Yeah, I know that's a fear. Machine learning is already surpassing human understanding. It's spitting out equations to explain things that we don't understand. That, yeah, I know. I love that stuff. I love it. AI is unable to portray the connection we can count as living beings, focusing on what would be one of the important aspects. Portray the connection we can as living connection. Like, do you mean the connection to each other, or what I was talking about earlier in like what should I be honing if I want to still serve this earth when AI serves it too? Everything can always be better, but it doesn't always need to be. Yes, but Star, you don't understand the deepest programming of human beings. The deepest programming of all life is to increase complexity. We're fractal by nature. We will always, always be like, that's like our very life force urges us on to increase complexity, art, technology, everything. I love you, Autumn. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is my shit. Let's fucking go deep on this shit. Let's fucking talk about AI so hard here, guys. Yes. Best thing about my skills is that AI can't really take over my career. What specifically, Kara? I bet I could pose a situation where it could. True emotion and feelings at any point in time. Any emotion AI portrays is not genuine. Oh, yeah. But okay, so if we look hair cutting, Kara, there's already robotic nail salons. They buff, file, paint your nails. Okay. If you don't think that a 3D camera is going to be able to scan your head and your hair follicles and then cut your hair, I think the reason why you're going to be able to keep hair cutting for your lifespan is just because the current generation is going to be too afraid to trust AI with scissors this close to their neck. But the next generation will, because they're going to live in a generation that is governed by AI. And they say, like, there's robots that are doing surgeries right now. You don't know about my nails. Damn it, Mom. Okay, so like about the emotions governed by the laws of physics, so we're unable to create. Okay. But like we can alter people's emotions based on the input that we give to our bodies. Okay, if we increase oxygen levels, decrease oxygen levels, increase carbon dioxide, decrease carbon dioxide, increase nitrogen dioxide, that's what it is, decrease it. If we add psychedelics, if we add any drug that pharmaceuticals sell, we can affect emotion based on input. And so a lot of like, if you get into like deep into like mysticism, right? They even say our thoughts are not our own. Our feelings and our emotions are not our own. It's our physical response to the situation around us, which we can code into an AI, where they could sense changes in people's mood. They could sense based on their body temperature, based on their heart rate, based on their etc., etc. So I feel like that all can be coded. Drugs may alter emotions, but does not increase true physical emotion connections with other humans. Yeah, but like, okay, so if I agree, but I think it's less physical, because I feel like the physical stuff we can code. Hi, Fredo. I feel like the physical stuff we can code, like an attraction. I think attraction could be coded based on the thing's features, based on their facial symmetry, based on their genetic compatibility with the life that you're building's genetic compatibility based on lots of different factors. But I think that I would argue that there's still a soul connection that exists, that drives connections, that lives above genetic compatibility in terms of affecting our connection with others. Are we talking about the metaverse? No, Iron, we're talking about AI. Or like coding and building life. I like to think emotional energy is the same. It cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, DNA is code, 100%. I believe that we're already coded. You're an AI engineer? How did you find my channel just now? Okay, I'll catch you up, Iron. I've been thinking a lot about how I just desire to be of service to this planet and to the beings in it. And so as AI becomes more complex and takes over more of the jobs, and I'm talking about AI and robotics, etc. Okay, so as they come in and take over things, how do I hone and maintain the skills that I have that's unique for me, that is unique to me, that AI won't replace in my lifetime? So one of the ideas that I had was, I have an ability, and this is something that I love to practice and work on, to take in lots of different information, like to have studied gaming and community building, and to study NFTs and blockchain, and to study the way that plants interact with each other, and to understand this aspect of interior design, say, let's just, for example. And then my brain will take the threads of the different concepts and will build an idea and a new product or solution for the world in order to be created to benefit people. And the same could be like said for art, but it's just the ability to take in information from many places. So honing that, and how would we create a system or an education level that would allow people to practice that skill. And one of my ideas I had for it was, you would take a mind map that's already been blown out to like the 10th degree, and then you would erase the center, and then you would see if people could get from the outside, where would their center end up? And I think that that is unique for humans. Then we were talking about how, who was it? What was your username? I'm gonna try and give you credit. Where was it? Islingmore is talking about how emotion, like humans will always possess this feeling and emotional connection to each other that AI will never be able to have coded for them. And so then Shamgod, thank you for the Prime sub. I'm gonna moonwalk for you. Thank you. And so then I raised him that, well, right now, based on our oxygen levels, carbon dioxide levels, different drugs that we take, different things that we put into our bodies, we can affect our emotions and our attraction to things and to each other. So I feel like we could code that. I feel like we could code connection. So abstract. AI is nothing like that right now. Nothing like being able to connect ideas like that. No, but what I'm saying is, I don't think AI can do that. So if I own that, I'm not going to get replaced by AI as quickly. I'm taking in lots of information while nodding. Yeah, keep the nodding up, okay? You're going to need a neck brace after this stream. Hi, Dr. Wallen! It's so good to see you. I also saw French Stallion is here. Oh my God! How are you guys? I haven't seen you in so long. I have to say, but I want to say that I feel balance. Your streams are always nice and fun, and your community is probably nicest I've seen. I hope you'll have a good rest of the day. I have the best community on Twitch, and I do not lie. Sorry, thank you for participating in the stream today. The movie Her had a really good take on AI. Some people are going to fall in love with really advanced AI, I think, in the future. Oh my God, I loved the movie Her. The most advanced use case of AI in production in some meta research labs is doing for their metaverse. Like face recognition. Yeah. Meta Research Labs. Yeah, the face recognition stuff is crazy. I'm so glad you guys are good. I'm fucking so good. I'm so good. I'm in Miami right now. Ex Machina was so good. Oh yeah, Dolly. Dolly is so cool. Yeah, like goodbye graphic designers. So like the thing for graphic designers jobs now is gonna have to be creating new things that get inputted into Dolly. But see how I see Dolly working, right? Is they started doing 3D stuff for Dolly. So what Dolly can do is Dolly can create an infinite imaginative metaverse. So when you go into your space, let's say you have a space. Let's say you can afford a space in the metaverse. And you have Dolly working and you have your Neuralink connected and you can think or speak what you want. I want a dog that has hair like a zebra that is 10 feet tall. And then Dolly can create that 3D object in your space or in your room. And so having, what's it called? Having programs like that in game design is really interesting. Yeah, I love Ex Machina. I really, really loved her more. Yeah, her was really good. I love Ex Machina for the interior design. Yeah. Scares me to think that AI could replace human emotional interaction. If our interaction connection is with AI, are we truly living or is that just existing? Oh, I mean, what is living? As long as you're breathing, I think you're living. That's like the base quota for that one. Yeah, Neuralink in the metaverse is going to be really interesting. Like you're going to, I mean, we're in our lifetime, if you're going to be able to afford a Neuralink, which I think you will, because I think that's part of Elon's plan is to make it affordable to everyone. But we will be able to experience thought transfer, which is how I believe that when we are in the energetic realm in between lives, we communicate. Hi, Catlista, welcome back. But if you look at Eislinger, which arguably Japan is kind of ahead of us in terms of trends, and you see a lot of these like men who can't get partners or choose not to, and they choose AI, which is very basic AI, like a 2D I don't know, a 2D model and a body pillow to like be their partners. And now you can have like what's it called, a mini hologram girl who welcomes you when you come home. I was actually working on that. That was part of the software I was working on a year ago. But I think that definitely you're gonna see people replace their partnership with non-humans in our lifetime. Hi, Spurt. They already are. I know, and one of the ads that kind of backs this up that I don't like, it makes me really sad for men, but is 80% of women date 20% of men. So can we just work on helping men become more digestible to women? Kalita, thank you for the follow. Human interaction in Japan is definitely something that was not needed when I was there. Fully automated restaurants from beginning to the end is kind of crazy. Oh my God, French. I was in the airport in Dubai and I didn't see a single person until I checked in. I boarded my flight. The person who checked my ticket when I boarded my flight, because when I checked in, it was this computer screen. And then when I did all my information, a door came up. I put my bag on, it weighed it, and then I put the tag on it and it took it in. And then when I went through security passport check, they read my face without taking off my mask and did my passport check. And then when I went through security, there was no human there scanning the bag that when it went through the x-ray. And then I walked through the panel or whatever. No human told me to do that. I just walked through. And then I grabbed my stuff and then I walked to my gate and then I saw a person. I think it's recent because I was in Dubai a year ago and I didn't see it. But I saw it when I was in Dubai in March. Isn't that cool? So I think that there's still there's still people that are reviewing the bags, but it's someone that has what's it called? Like a remote job. Whose job is literally just to sit at home and look at bags. Which, you know, I could have it on another monitor, have Twitch up on the other one. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Oh, that person's trying to take in 110 mils of toothpaste. Got to pull that out. Freshly bought. Don't care how much that expensive retinol cream is. That's going in the garbage. There wasn't a single line. It was crazy. Biological stuff shows up. Oh yeah, like the people would have gone in. Would you fight if the would I fly if the pilot is AI? The pilot is already mostly AI, okay? Yes, I would have a pilot. I would have a computer pilot tomorrow. Are you joking? Easy. Let's think about counseling and therapy. Okay, so this was actually a business that I was working on with my therapist. My therapist is a 78-year-old therapist who's like done like 3 TED Talks. He's therapist for Jim Carrey. He used to have a radio show, but he has 30,000 hours. Is that right? 30,000 hours of recorded live therapy from the radio show that he did. And we were gonna, no, more than that. But we were gonna, it was $30,000 to take it from non-digital to digital because we want to, it's all unrecorded, like hard drives. Or not hard drives. What are they, like CDs? I don't know. Tapes. It's $30,000 to digitize it. Anyways, you could put that into a deep learning AI and have it chop up, you know, the 100 different problems that people have and output all the different answers that he's ever given or every therapist has ever given and create and develop code around that. Okay. And so if you don't want to participate in therapy with AI, this might not be for you. But one of the reasons that he wants to develop this is because there's a lot of people that have undergone so much trauma. And this is a dark topic. Really briefly, I'll just bring it up briefly. Trigger warning. But a lot of children who have undergone severe sexual trafficking and things like that, oftentimes they're afraid of men because those are typically the ones buying them, and they're afraid of women because those are the ones that are bringing them to the men to have things happen. So they are absolutely resistant to therapy. Absolutely resistant to therapy. But if you could develop, because I don't trust men or women, if you could develop this code that is able to give therapy to these children, Yuri, come! Is able to give, that's Yuri, she's here, is able to give therapy to these women or these young kids, but is disguised as like a panda or a bear and has a Vocaloid that is going to riff off of this code and be able to be like, I'm feeling angry, like, and then give a response. That's okay. It's okay to feel angry. Like, what does that feel like in your body, you know, and giving an option for therapy for people that don't respond well to human. And the thing is, like, the deeper that I think about this, right, is I actually think I'm quite therapy resistant. Oftentimes I feel like I end up giving therapy to the people that are giving me therapy. And like, I don't like necessarily, exactly, I agree, Putin. I don't necessarily trust the people that are giving me therapy. I'm like, I feel like they've got fucking ulterior motives, da 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 da. So my time with therapists have not lasted very long. But like, if I knew that there was this like tried and true code that could get me from feeling way too in my fucking head to being a functioning member of society, and I could talk to someone that I knew was a robot and could only have my best interest in mind because it was coded for that, and at the beginning I set the parameters of what it was able to do and not do, I would be much more likely to go to therapy with an AI instead of a human. Yeah, feel less judged. Exactly. Yeah. You're feeling less judged, and you're feeling like there's always this like degree of posturing that you do when you're around people, you know, like unless you're like Buddha. So maybe you need someone with the dark side to deal with your own. No, I like my dark side. It doesn't need any dealing. What are you talking about? The most important is being able to listen and present a projection surface for the person to self-reflect, but being understood and feeling a connection is important. I think I can 100% do that. So one of the most interesting things that I've heard ever was the very first computer program. Yeah. Okay. Ada Lovelace. The very first program that ever existed, this guy made. And all the program did was respond back to you with therapy. Okay, not therapy. It would just repeat what you had said. Okay? So this guy has made this program, and he gets his secretary to come in to use the program. And after 10 minutes of using the program, oh, Ada Lovelace. Okay, it was a girl. Was it Ada Lovelace? Okay, I don't know if it's this, but I know it's one of the first programs. After 10 minutes of using the program, the secretary asked him to leave the room. And it's because through this repetition that was happening, even though she knew that this code was just coded to repeat back to her what she was saying, she wanted to divulge information to it, to share herself with this program, and had the guy leave and then was typing to it. And so it's this, and then that idea as a whole, okay, human beings are just seeking validation. All we want to know is what we're doing is good. What we're doing is okay. What we're doing is right. What we're doing is not wrong. And so when you go to a therapist, that's their main job, is just reminding you that it's okay. You're not a bad person. You're doing good. Like, that's the whole thing. You probably are a bot. I get a few bots in here. And so that actually has been used in social media, game design, lots of different things. And what it does, okay, this is the main thing that has caused echo chambers, is because the programs understand and know that if they keep delivering information to you that validates your beliefs, your ideas, your interests, your likes, you'll spend more time on the platform. So that is why we are in the predicament that we are in, where everyone is looking around. They're like, what? Everyone is just like me. We all like the same things. And then they go and they live in actual life, and they're like, well, what the fuck? People are really different. Or like an election doesn't go their way, and they're like, what? Everyone on my timeline was voting for Bob the Builder. How the heck did Big Bird win? I don't understand. So, kind of interesting. Love you, Sven. Have a nice day at the gym. I think a start could be done by AI, but the more complex it gets in being able to remember and bring together aspects within the memories, yeah. We'll see. Dora, Independence Unite. That's a different program, but that is a real study. People knew it was repeating what they said. They still wanted to use it. Yes. Thank you, Surfing Cat. Eats a salad. Yum. Like, positive feedback alone has an impact, but the chance that someone finds that out and breaks out of it after sometimes is high. Yeah? Would I have found kitty plays without a predicament creating algorithm? Did you click on me because of your recommended feed? Yeah, you know, that's like that's what I've been realizing too. What I've been realizing too is like on YouTube, it started out that I would rarely go to my home recommendeds. And now I feel like I only use my home recommendeds. Like YouTube knows me pretty well. But I'm really trying lately to actively do news searching. You know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to like, rather than just getting caught in my own loops of like interior design, science, like finance, like my typical videos, trip reports. Like I'm trying to I'm trying to search new things, otherwise I'm going crazy. So interesting. I can't leave my algorithm bubble. It's so cozy. Oh, cool. Chupa! Amazing. Odessa. That's such a beautiful name. Cool. Welcome to my stream, Chupa Kabrik. How do I say thank you in Ukrainian? Thank you. I like learning new languages. Is this right? Diaku? Diaku? Diaku. Diaku. Dakui is thank you. Oh wait. Dobre is thank you in Czech. It's tough getting out of YouTube autopilot. Dakyo. Kobe? That's how I say English. Thank you. Dakyo Toby. It looks like a Toby. Hey, I just read your alphabet. Dakyo Toby. Dyakyu. Dyakyu. I'm sounding Japanese now. Let's reroute our brains. It's the way we think are the neurons we use and make them use more. Let's use the right ones, right? Yeah, I mean, every time that you spend a little bit more time using the right ones, I think it's really good. Have I taken an IQ test? Yes, I did when I was younger. I haven't taken one recently, but when I was younger, I scored way, way, way above average. Yes, I was in Mensa though. Hi, Nick. We could take an IQ test on stream. I don't remember. 155? No, what was it? I feel like it was like a 145 or a 155. How do you feel about passive media consumption? I feel like it's the worst fucking thing you can do. The worst. Maybe drinking is worse, but second is passive media consumption. 100%. You're absolutely giving your life up to the fucking programmers that are designing and developing that media. They're literally consenting to have your nervous system hijacked. Absolutely. It's the worst. And I had this realization a few months ago. I quit watching TV and all series, except I'm gonna go and see Everything Everywhere All the Time, the new movie that just came out, because that's about timelines, and I love fucking timelines because I can feel all my timelines. But no, I think passive media consumption is awful, because on the path of nervous system hijacking. I'll use anime as an example. Okay, if you are what's it called? So you're watching an anime, okay? You're identifying, let's say it's, what is that called? Itataki bata. What's the one where they go into the new worlds or whatever? You're identifying as the male character. He's strong. He struggles. He has a crush on this girl. Oh, you have a crush on the girl too. She's so cute. She's so happy. Da 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 da. You're all this like dopamine is getting released. You're like, oh, will they ever close the gap? You're like, ah, that's so exciting. Oh, he beats the boss. Oh, he gets the girl. Oh my God, it feels so good. Okay, anime is over. Okay. And now you feel pretty good because you've had this whole experience of this heightened experience and this low experience and this tension and this frustration and this it feels so good, right? But now that you've watched, do you think that your physical form has any desire to go outside and to give yourself an experience like that? No. Your body has gotten its fill of dopamine and serotonin and whatever watching the show, cortisol. And like when I realized how much that when I'm watching this content and I'm getting taken on this path, that my own form doesn't really give a shit about going and doing all these things. I'm like, wait, I want to live my life as a way like to craft my own hero journey, to craft my own story, to have those moments where I have a crush and it's so exciting and breathing that energy through my body and they're so beautiful and life is so beautiful. And oh no, well, this idea that I have work out? Oh no, will I make it there on time? Oh no, will this work out? Oh, it does, or it doesn't, or whatever. And so it's like, then I'm getting the experience of all of these different buttons being pushed from my own life and my own story. And so I think mindless media consumption prevents that. Oh, listening to a podcast for me, listening to music production tutorials in the background while I work. Oh no, I don't think that's bad at all. No, if you want to learn while you're working and it's on the background, everyone's different. So like if it prevents you from doing your job and you love your job and you want to do a really good job for your boss, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. But if you don't give a shit, like I think most people in their roles do, then learn. If that's gonna elevate the thing that you're passionate about, I think it's great. A lot of people are different. Like some people need things on in the background. Like I learned this through my stream where a lot of people are like, oh, Kristen, I just put you on my TV and I just leave you on and I get housework done. I just hang out and I'm lurking because I'm getting shit done and it's just nice having you on talking about random shit and then I'm learning and it's great. But do you also feel like you get inspired by seeing like a travel vlog as an example to travel? Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, then we have to boil down like what is like the positive and negative things that you want to do. I don't know. Okay, my like super skeptic is coming out where I'm like, we probably shouldn't be traveling as much as we are. It's fucking the planet. We need to build cleaner travel systems and we need to go to more locations than just Tulum. So we're not destroying the ecosystems. But you're building an easel right now. That's so fucking cool too. Learning while gardening. I like that you said learning. But no, I think all in all, I think there's some things that are really good. I think it's good to expose yourself to lots of different things. And I think it's good through that to then decide what you want to do, that you're going to expand and live your life in a way that is in alignment with you. And I think that is positive. Hi, Woodies. We definitely need environmental clean teleporting. I had this thought, okay, because I'm just so sick and tired of days like Earth Day where corporations are just posting like Happy Earth Day. Meanwhile, it's like just inundating the world with plastic bottles and plastic. And I'm just like, what are they doing? And so I realized that we can't make majority of people change their habits, especially after going to Egypt. I was like, I used to be so anal with the environment and recycling and composting and doing all these things, which I'm finding out doesn't fucking doing anything. So I'm just living in my own eco shame so that all the corporations can go on doing everything they're fucking doing and killing the environment. Okay. So what I've realized is we can't really make most people change what they're doing, but what we can do is we need to start making the solution so good that the change creates profits. Yeah, greenwash corporations have impeccable PR and loopholes to appear greener. Exactly. And so if I want to get frustrated about the amount of plastic that's used when I was in Egypt and the lack of plastic that was recycled, even though most plastic in America doesn't get recycled either. So that's just, you know, spend my energy instead and not stop trying to convince people or demonizing people for using plastic or not caring for it, but instead create containers and invest in containers and spend time thinking and studying on how to create containers that don't use petroleum, that can go back into the environment, that no matter where you throw it, it's going to create a benefit. How do we create those? Yeah, exactly. But if we and then have it be cheaper than petroleum and better than plastic. So what we have to, like, I'm just realizing that, like, it's such a negative path to just think about the problems, and then it's a negative path to get mad at the corporations too, because we're not going to get anywhere as one person or 313 telling a fucking corporation to make a change. And then maybe they'll make a change in your city, but they're not going to make a change where their biggest economies are in Asia and Africa and Europe or whatever. So working on solutions and investing in solutions that are actually going to create a change and are desirable for the corporations to switch to, or pressuring the government to cut down on that. But like, how the fuck do we get Coca-Cola to stop using plastic bottles? Or one of my things is, if we put all the money that people spend on bottled water in a city that doesn't have good, clean drinking water, if we stopped, I know we couldn't get people to stop drinking water for a week, but like, if we took the money from 1 week of plastic water bottle cost, if we took that whole cost and we put it towards making a difference in fixing the water systems so that people could have fresh, clean water running to their homes instead of having to buy all these plastic water bottles all the time. Hello? Kraviki, I think that's a very doomsday perception, and I disagree with you. Or maybe it is, but just slower. Stop trying to make them profit on year. Your streams get me thinking. I love it. They help me see things from a different perspective. Yay! I hope it's a positive perspective. I don't want to red pill people and then leave them stuck in mental turmoil like me. Oh, you get to this point where you're like, oh my God. Like, actually, probably the biggest effect of the last 3 years was just like, I red pilled myself so hard on so many different things, and the pandemic just like made it worse, that I was so paralyzed. Hi, Wise. I was so fucking paralyzed. And so it's like now I have to use all of my mental willpower to just like stay positive, focus on the good, focus on the things that I can affect. Don't get paralyzed. Don't look at that. Kristen, stop giving your attention to that. Can you affect change? No, look away. Like, it's just, how much did my cat cost? Is this before or after he got COVID? Because the pet bills were 5 figures on a 6-week-old kitten. Or a 2-month-old kitten, I guess. Before all those big things happen and make it better, we have to start with the small things. Exactly, Rio. This is why one of my biggest things that I tried, yeah, my cat got COVID. My cat got COVID and I had to get black market cat drugs because the stuff that cured his COVID didn't get approved for cats because they tried to take it through the FDA for humans and they didn't add cats on the bill. So I literally had to go under a bridge in the Bronx. I met this girl. I took an Uber for an hour to go meet her at her haircut, and I got in her car with her and I paid for the cat drugs, black market cat drugs. And I went and injected my cat. And then that night I had to admit him into the ICU because he was having seizures and passing out. And I was like literally limp in my hand, and I was in the Uber because we didn't have a car in New York, and I was just crying. And I thought we were gonna have to put him down, and he was in cat ICU because all his organs were failing because he had corona. No, I got my cat from Austin. Oh, it was a whole thing. And then I had to give him injections for 80 days. Like, the vet was so surprised. He thought he was dead. I had 4 different vets tell me to put him to sleep. And I was like, no, actually, I did my research. And there's this new research drug that cats can get injected with that will save them. They're like, we tell everyone to euthanize their cats who have FIP. And I was like, no, actually, I want to try this. And so they weren't going to inject him. So he survived the night. He had to get a blood transfusion. He had to get all these things. I had this cat for 2 weeks. He came to me sick, but I just couldn't kill him. And so they said that they weren't going to do the injection because it's like this whole bureaucracy thing and it's black market and blah, blah. And I was like, listen, I bought the drug. Let's do the fucking injection. I'm like, okay, can I check him out of ICU, do the injection myself, and then give him back to you? They're like, we can't comment on what you do to your animal when they're not under our care. And I was like, okay, great. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Because you had to give it every 12 hours. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be here in the morning. And so then the next morning I get there and I had pre-filled in a whole syringe and I had it in my coat pocket. I'm like, not joking. I can't believe this was my life. And I was wearing my big coat because it was the winter. It was December in New York. And I walk in, I was like, I'm here to get the cat. They're like, what? I'm here to get the cat. And then they're like, okay, well, we've prepared a room for you to talk to the vet first. And I was like, okay. I was like prepared to inject my cat with this research drug that I got in the Bronx in the side alley of the pet hospital. And then I'm talking to him. And the vet's like, okay, so you already gave him 1 injection. I was like, yes, I injected him as soon as I got the drugs. And then it was seizing and I thought it was the drugs, but like, whatever, I think it's the virus, but I would like to still continue this thing. And then he's like, okay, like, tell me more about this drug. He's like, I've heard it through some people. There's this Facebook group. And I was like, yeah, I had to go on this Facebook group and they put me in touch with this drug rep. And then I met her and da-da-da-da. He's like, they have drug reps? So I was like, I guess she services 3 different states. I don't know. And then he's like, okay. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming here. I'm like, can I just see the cat? He's like, I don't even need this meeting with you. I just need to see the cat and I'm checking him back in. He's like, what? And I was like, well, I have the drug. I'm going to inject him and then give him to you. He's like, you have the drug with you? And I was like, yeah. And I opened my jacket. And I opened my jacket and there was this little syringe in like the little pocket. And this is like literally 3 months ago. And I was like, put it on the counter. He's like, okay. And I was like, I also brought an extra vial in case something happened to this one. He's like, can I see the vial? I gave him the vial. And he's like, okay. He's like, I've never done this before. This is like totally against the law. He's like, but we can give them the injection. And I was like, oh, what? You can give him the injection? And he's like, we'll give him the injection. We'll create this paper where we both sign that we don't know what's in this vial, but the client has agreed to let the vets administer it on her behalf. My cat had just received a blood transfusion. He was barely opening his eyes. He was like fully like flatlined. Like he would have died that day had I not started giving him this drug. I'm not joking. It literally was like in the timing that he got diagnosed with FIP. I was meeting that rep 2 hours later. How fast these guys move is so fucking fast. Like I got put with a drug rep after I joined the group. 10 minutes in, met her an hour later. Crazy. And I drove an hour back, injected him, and then he ended up going to ICU. Anyways, so he's like, I'll do the injection. He does the whole thing. I was like, okay, great. He's like, okay, I'll go get PETA now. And I was like, oh no, I don't need to see PETA. He's like, I thought you came here to see the PETA. I was like, oh no, I was just gonna inject him and leave. I was like, you can just leave him where he is. I don't need to disturb him. And so they kept him injecting him. We had to do every 12 hours and then we switched to 24 hours. And I remember, I'm gonna do a whole YouTube video on this. But I have this, like, I recorded his audio call where he was like, okay, like he would call me. He's like, I'm so skeptical about this. He would call me like every 12 hours. He's like, okay, I'm so skeptical about this, blah, 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 but like, I'll give you an update call. And then he calls me, he's like, okay, so we were having to do all this like sugar water, glucose water, and his glucose levels have stabilized. And I was like, okay, great. And he's like, I'm still super skeptical about this, but I'm going to call you in 12 hours. And then 12 hours would roll around. He's like, okay, so he's getting up and walking around his cage a little bit more. He's eating food again. We don't have to administer this. I was like, he's like, I'm still skeptical about this, but I'll call you in 12 hours. And then the next time he called me, he's like, okay, all his levels have evened out. He looks alert. He's doing well. I think we're going to be able to discharge him tomorrow. And I was like, okay, great. I'll come and pick him up. And so I picked him up, and then I did injections for him every 24 hours for 80 days. And now he's like, as you can see, alive and thriving. And yeah, it was so stressful. It was so crazy. But I learned the power that like I can fucking do whatever I want. And I can get shit done. And like the authority is not always right. And I need to trust my gut. Yeah, it was so crazy. So because of that though, this was at an emergency clinic. So they had 10 different vets. 10 different vets watched in that clinic PETA go from absolutely past the euthanasia call. Like he should have been euthanized the 3 days before, but I was like hanging on. So they saw him go from like death's door to like happy, strong, healthy kitten. And so now all 10 of those vets are going to think twice before telling the people whose cats have FIP to euthanize them. And then again, at my vet clinic in Canada, I had a long talk with the vet there who manages 6 different vet clinics in the Okanagan. And so he now is recommending all the cats that have FIP to be to go to this Facebook group and take this protocol and do this path. So like, I don't know, I just got chills. I'm like, I don't know how many cats that we saved from being euthanized, but like pretty fucking cool. Just because I was confident and like, no, boo boo, 6 gifted subs. Thank you so much. 2, welcome back. Recursively Map, Matthias, and Ferbola and Goss. Welcome to the team. Everyone give some love to Boo Boo. Yeah, so this like difficult time for me was a way to be a positive time for other cats. And so I was so willing to undergo this challenge in order to save a few lives. Thank you so much, Boo. Fuck yeah. Hype, 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 hype. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was so proud of PETA. Like, he's such a champ. PETA! 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 He might come. But yeah, we're just like super homies now. My cat and I have like trauma bonded to him so hard. It's crazy. Thanks, Nick. Like I was the person that thought about changing sub badges. I thought about it in a dream, and then I brought it to the Twitch developers and I told them that they need to add updating sub badges that change over time. So I don't know if I should put that in my Twitter bio as like one of my fucking smart ideas for tech that I've had, but Pita! His name's Pita. P-T-A-H. I like Pika better though. Pika's cute. Pita is like literally like the architect builder of all god. Like he's like the top god. He like made the sun and the moon and the cosmos in Egyptian in Egyptian lore. Anyways, guys, that's my story of my cat. I've told it a couple times. Sorry for those who have heard it already, but so crazy. But it's just a reminder, whether it's a health physical thing for yourself or for your animals, your greatest intelligence system is inside of you. You have an incredible body that is capable of telling you what's wrong and when things are right and when things aren't right. And so if you're giving an advice from one person and it doesn't feel right, please make sure to get second opinions on things because you never know. I've had so many misdiagnoses with my own physical shit, which has led to like a bunch of really bad things that have happened that could have been avoided had I had a good call or had I listened to my intuition early and learned my own power. But at the time, I'm like, they're the doctor. They know more. Nobody knows more than how you feel in your body and what you know. So honor that. Important. Yeah, intuition. The cat was saved by the kitty plays. The cool thing is, like, we totally saved that. Like, we've saved, I bet that saved like hundreds of cats' lives. Like, FIP gets, he was saying they get at least 10 FIP cats a week in that one office. So that's 10 cats' lives a week in just that office. And he has 6. So, what was I gonna say? So that's crazy. And they euthanize all of them before they had. Secondary. When we won the Pro-Am in LA for Fortnite, I had $165,000 that I donated to the local SPCA, and it covered their entire kitten cat program and all of their spays and neuters for a year. So pretty cool. Kitty team, saving the kitties around the world. First time you see your doc using WebMD, you start to realize that they don't know everything. Yeah. No, doctors don't know everything, and there's no like stuff is updating and changing all the time. And so exactly, Zed, where they're taught to treat the problems, not the root. And so it's really important that what's it called? Like it's important that you combine it with like functional medicine too. And also, in my experience, there's so many hi Wise, how are you? There's so many emotional ties to things too, which I think is just going to be coming out more and more and more. Hi Hiroto. The way that our emotions, our beliefs, and like the way that we think is attached to how our body is functioning. It's in it. That can't just be helped with a pill. Pill culture, boo. Okay. On a bright note, I love you guys. Thank you so much for oh, it's a pita. Pee. Pita. Come here, my cat. You're so beautiful. Let me pet you. Damn it. I tried. That's the thing about cats, isn't it? I just have to make a nice area for them to come and enter and be attracted to. I can't chase them. Okay. I have to get out of here, guys. I love you so much. Boo Boo, thank you for the gifted subs today. Thank you for everyone who joined the team. Thank you for everyone who participated in chat. Thank you for everyone who lurked and held down the vibes. Okay, I feel you. If you're watching right now, I feel you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for letting me love you. Why is I can't pick? I choose horses then. Horses. Yeah, I had such a fun time today. So much fun that I went 34 minutes over my time, and I can feel my voice going because I talk too much. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you on Sunday. So if you're a girl in the chat, we are doing ladies' night on Sunday. It's probably going to be like 12 to 3. If you would like to join, you can speak. If you're a guy, I encourage you to join because you can learn about how to be a better ally. And we're going to be doing some fun things around releasing. And with the new moon, we're going to let go of what's not serving us. And then we're going to set intentions for what we want to cultivate and bring into our life moving forward. That is not a gendered thing, but it's just going to be girls on Saturday. No, Saturday. The new moon is on Saturday. So it's going to be a new moon event with the ladies in Discord and then the guys in chat. And then we'll be talking and doing some lady things, but it's for all it doesn't matter what gender you are. Does not matter. You will find something of value, I promise you. And if you don't, I will gift you a sub. Okay? Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming to the stream today. I got a raid today, so let's make sure that we raid somebody. Give me a second. I'll find someone. It's the same disc. Oh, have you not joined this Discord yet, Sheezy? It's the same one. It's the same one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, look, my fucking thumbnail right now. I made that face for 1 second. Why did Twitch clip that? That's so annoying. Why do they do me like that? You guys should go look at my fucking thumbnail right now. It's so bad. Okay. It's funny. It's funny. Okay, where are we going? Let's go raid Annie? Yeah, let's go raid Annie. Raid Annie. Okay, you're just gonna go. It's just gonna be a heart raid, okay? Just put a heart in the chat. Annie's preparing for her Valorant event. She's great. You're gonna love her. She's really funny. Kitty, we're going to raid her. Okay. I love you guys so much. Have an awesome, awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I mean,